Retro throwbacks are no new thing in the automotive world, and some manufacturers really stretch the genetics when naming their latest cars. With Fiat, they have a long and storied lineage with the 500. In the automotive buying space, there's plenty of demand for SUV-sized cars, and so without stretching the 500 nameplate too far, they've taken the updated 500 design and put it over the larger 600 platform, which is taken from its sister brand's Jeep Avenger. For a modern version of a classic Italian city car, there's a good amount of space in the 600. In the rear, it's fine for children, but adults will probably only be happy for shorter journeys. It's a shame they haven't included the simple sliding reclining rear seats that we're seeing on so many new cars these days. With Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone capability, it allows you to use apps from your phone for all your navigation and audio streaming needs. The top-of-the-range La Prima adds an inbuilt TomTom nav system, and this includes a wireless phone charging pad and a couple of extra speakers over the standard 4-speaker audio system. All versions of the 600 come with the 10-inch central touchscreen, which has a snappy and responsive interface. There's clear graphics, big on-screen buttons to press, and a crisp display. It's positioned high up on the dash, so it's easy to access without looking away from the road. It has the same basic layout of screen and hotkeys as the Avenger cabin, not to mention the foldable cover for the central storage area between the front seats. But there's no doubt this feels a bit more mature and a little less fun than a 500. It's nice to see you have a lovely choice of bright colours from red, blue, green, sand, orange to black and white. If you're upgrading from the smaller Fiat 500 city car, you'll feel right at home with the exterior styling of the Fiat 600. Just like the 500, the clamshell bonnet bisects the LED headlights, while the rear lights are a dead ringer for its smaller siblings. The extra rear doors and black plastic cladding around the wheel arches indicate this car's additional SUV-style utility. The boot capacity is a usable 385 litres, and there's a variable height floor that you can use to store any hidden items. It's a small, mild hybrid electric motor through a 6-speed dual-clutch auto gearbox, and refinement is on par with pretty much anything in the class. And while there is some transference from coarser road surfaces, the Dolce Vita standard 17-inch smaller wheels help to keep this at an acceptable level. The 600 hybrid can get from 0 to 100 km an hour in 10.6 seconds, which is a respectable enough time for a family-oriented runabout, but there are many swifter rivals out there. The 600 doesn't quite have the same sense of fun as the smaller 500 does, but then the 600 is intended as a more mature offering with greater family-friendly practicality.